you guys? How are y'all doing today? So we're back with another video on the R6. I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite things about this bike. So I've been riding it for, you know, about 2 months now. So it's been a little while. Put 1,400 miles on it too. So I kind of want to go over with you guys my top 5 list because I really do love this bike. And talk about it with you guys. Because this bike I've had zero regrets with buying. I'm so happy with it, and I think it was the perfect option and perfect next step for my experience as a rider and for also the channel and all the social media platforms as well. Because since buying this bike, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed on like my Instagram or YouTube, but I have received like basically no hate comments about the bike itself. When I had my R7, man, I guess it was just like so trendy just to hate on it, because literally every single day, anytime I posted anything up, it doesn't matter what it is, it could just be like, I'm sitting right here on the bike, it could be me fixing the chain on it, it could be me turning it on, it could be anything about the R7. I would get hate and people tell me that it's so slow and overpriced and blah 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 blah. They'll just start yapping about it. But with this thing right here, dude, I don't get any sort of hate. The only thing I get is that the bike is overpriced for 600, which I agree. It's only priced this way not because it's worth it, but because of the demand on the market and the current supply. But as far as the bike itself, I don't even get anybody saying I'm bad. So it's just funny, man. Not that you should care what anybody thinks, because if you guys like the bike that you're riding and that's what you want, that's what makes you happy, then honestly, who gives? What can I say? It's appropriate. Just who cares at the end of the day, bro? It's your bike. It's not anybody else's. Whatever you guys want to do, whatever you guys are happy with, that's what matters ultimately at the end of the day. That's why it's your bike, not someone else's. But anyways, enough of that. So let me start off with number 1, and that would be the reliability. So having a Yamaha is like basically having a Toyota, because parts are cheaper, they're not expensive, everything's relatively easy to fix if anything were to break, but nothing really does break. Like, these things are so reliable, you don't really have any issues with them, and there's nothing really you have to worry about. Like, these bikes, as long as you maintain them like a Toyota, you maintain it, you take care of it, you do your normal maintenance, and you don't abuse it, you're totally fine. Like, these things will just run forever. I have people on the Facebook forums with 60, 80, 90,000 miles on these, and they're running perfectly fine, which is insane for a bike. But it just even proves more of the point. You know, these things are really reliable, and you can't go wrong with them, and they really don't hurt your wallet. That's a big point, and that's something I really wanted, especially for content. You know, since I just have one bike, it would really be a burden if my one bike is down, or if getting a part like from Italy takes like 3 weeks and I can't do anything for 3 weeks. Like, just having something that working and reliable when I only have one bike is honestly amazing and just what I needed. That's why I really like that. And now for the second point would be the modability of this bike. So since they've been making the R6 for forever, there is so many aftermarket companies that have built parts for this, designed stuff, because they've had so much time over the past 20 something years to do all this R&D and design literally everything for this bike. So something that I'm really big about is modifying anything that I get, whether it's a car, whether it's a bike, you know, something that I can customize myself. I am fully in love with that. So that's why being able to mod this bike so heavily, because there's been so much time for people to develop products, is something that, again, caught my attention and is something I exactly wanted. There's so many different exhaust options you can do. There's so many different rear set options you can do. So many different lever options, windscreen, mirrors, carbon fiber you can buy for this bike, different fairings you can buy for this bike, even different wheels you can buy for this bike. There's so many different stabilizers, forks, shocks, tail lights, different turn signal designs. You can put them in the headlights. it's really just endless as far as what you can buy for this bike. Which is what I'm really happy about. Because imagine being like buying a bike and all you can do is like a slip-on and a mirror delete. You know, it's really limiting. So it's why I'm happy that on this thing there's so much aftermarket presence and so many aftermarket parts that you can do. So you can really make it your own, which again, it's awesome. And again, also because it's a Toyota in a sense, parts are not expensive. Aftermarket parts as well, you know, they're not cheap, but aftermarket parts on this compared to like a Ducati or a BMW is a massive difference. That's funny, man. They literally just walk over just for that. I was gonna like rev it like really loud, but I got this guy next to me and I don't want to blow his ears out. I feel pretty bad from that. So I'll give him like a little baby pull. I'm not trying to really do nothing crazy in this area. It's pretty high traffic time too. I know it's empty right here right now, but behind me there's a lot of cars I just got away from. But okay, yeah, so just modding it, you guys can, and from a content perspective, it's amazing too, you know, because you're not going to run out of things you can do with this bike that quickly, and it's not going to break your wallet as bad as it would if it was something European or German, you know what I mean? But even if I didn't do content, I would still mod this bike like crazy because that's something I genuinely enjoy, and that's how I am. And as far as the next point, got a little head note on the kid in the back of that Type R too. You're getting some love today. All right, now the third reason would be the looks of this bike. So the R6 styling wise is such a gorgeous and aggressive looking bike. I'm gonna pull over right now and show you guys what I'm talking about, but really, especially this last year model, the 17 through 2020, in my opinion, it's my favorite year for it. I know that's not everybody's thought, but I think this few last model years is honestly the best design that they had for this bike. Let's go over here in this parking lot. Let's just park right here. This should be fine. Gonna shut her off real quick. Oh. I always have PTSD parking this bike ever since it fell that one day. Okay, yeah, looks on this bike, you guys, like, you can't beat it. Any angle you look at this bike, it is gorgeous. Like, look at this thing right here. Let me get my thumbnail shot too while I'm standing right here. Is this like your average YouTuber thumbnail? Hold up, I'll do another one for you. It'll be like this. I'll be like top 5 reasons why, something like that. All right, let me just get back to video. All right. anyways, what I was saying is this bike just is so beautiful. I love the sleek headlights, having the air intake just like this. Also the actual like headlights below and the bright. Everything's just tied together really nicely and really clean. And also you have this design right here which kind of just has air flowing through, and it has like all these aggressive lines in the end. Like these are really sharp edges there as well, here, and it just looks so nice. Even the mirrors, for stock mirrors, I don't mind these at all. These are really useful and they don't look that bad like some of the other mirrors on bikes. Like Then I got like V2 mirrors. Those things look awful. But these ones don't actually look that bad, and they're really functional. But then from a side view on this bike, you guys, everything is so clean while being so aggressive at the same time, with all these little aggressive cuts and lines that you see like this. Oh! Well, I'm running out of breath from talking. That's why I'm headed to the gym right now. Gotta keep myself in shape because I feel very out of shape right now. I went on vacation I went on like a quick little trip over the weekend with my girl, and I didn't work out over that time, and I feel like a slob. But anyways, enough yapping. And the styling cues back here too, man. Taillight looks great, and it has basically this cutout right here where the air travels through, and it looks so clean. It's so aggressive at the same time. That's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, having this come through here is so sleek, but it has all these aggressive hard lines and angles, which are just awesome. And even from this too right here, it just looks great. I don't like, really, there's not an angle I dislike on the bike. Everything looks so sick, and these vents right here on the top of the fuel tank, so cool. And the gauges, I know they're kind of analog and old school, but I love it. That's what I love. To me, that's kind of like a Porsche gauge style. I know they switch it up with their new digital stuff now, but they kept it pure for a while, because something like this isn't going to date as fast if it was all TFT and digital. So it's really cool. So styling wise on this bike, one of my favorite things. Alright, and then the next reason would of course have to be the sound of this bike. So let me fire it up, and since I'm in a park, I'll probably give it a few little revs before we make somebody mad. Yeah, well, we'll probably do it on the way out of here, really get on it, just so we be safe. Like, come on, man. Come on, like, just listen. Yeah, this dude's already staring at me. So, we're gonna dip out of here. Recording. Yes, we are. I was about to walk up to my bike too right after that last rev. That would have shot a flame straight into my my eyes. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's give it a few little blips right here. Just listen. Like, come on. Like, what? What are we doing? What are we doing? I did not know. But like, this bike, you guys, that has to be the best part about it. It sounds so good. And like the downshifts too, go up to 6 so I can do every single downshift. So listen. I think those were the same kids from earlier, right there on the sidewalk, telling me to rev it again. At least I was able to give him like a little pull right now. Like, just getting something that can sound this high pitch, like a F1 car or something. It's ridiculous. But let me get on to the last point on my top favorite thing about this bike, and that is the suspension. So these KYBs feel so good, and this bike as a whole feels so tight. Like, just swinging it from side to side a little bit. it literally feels amazing. Like, this thing feels ready for the track, and I haven't even tuned this for my weight yet. And it's honestly the biggest shock factor to me was the suspension. It's so tight. It's not comfortable necessarily, like it's really bouncy because it's so tight, but the way it handles, like just this, it's like it's on rails. Like the second you tell this bike where you want to go and direct your body as such, it just does. So that's something right there that I really love about this bike. So I'm super excited to get it tuned to then my weight and then see how that is as well. I know this thing is obviously a monster on the track, given that fact, so I definitely understand why people love to race these. Like when I went to the track 2-3 weeks ago, 50% of the bikes were R6s, and just based off how this thing handles, I understand it. I want to take this thing on the track now. But yeah, man. Let me breathe. Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go get this tuned to my weight soon. Make a whole video about that, see how the difference is. But suspension on the R6, amazing. Performance-wise, amazing. Okay, yeah, your boy's about to go knock out this workout real quick. And then when I get back, upload this footage to my computer, edit it, and post this for you guys tomorrow. So, let me know what you guys think about my list. Let me know if, what your top 5 things are about your R6. If you own one, let me know if you disagree with what I said. If you agree, any of your thoughts, I definitely want to see down below in the comments. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Please take care, ride safe, always wear your gear. Peace.